The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Just want to start off by saying thank you to all of you for joining me today on the webinar. We're going to be looking at 3 different products today that have increasing income opportunities, but more so for the long-term deferral periods. So we're going to go through 3 products pretty quickly today. I know your guys' time is valuable, so I'm going to go through these kind of quickly. I just ask that you jot down your notes, to jot down your questions. I'll be following up with each of you individually later on today or first thing tomorrow. So jot down your questions. I'll be happy to go through those on a one-on-one basis with you. I'm going to go through some intro slides here first, just kind of a little bit about IAMS. I'll go through these pretty quickly so we can get to the products we're going to discuss. For those of you who don't know, my name's Laura Johnson. I work here at IAMS on the annuity team. I've been on the sales team now for about 4 years. Worked in the admin department here for about 10 years prior. So anytime you need help with any annuity cases or just need help getting something done, give me a shout. I'm happy to help. We're going to start off by talking about our new producer bonus. For those of you who just joined IAMS or recently or considering joining IAMS, this is something that you'd have available for you right off the bat. You got 180 days to qualify for the new producer bonus. As you can see, we have 3 different tiers for this new producer bonus. $100,000 level 3 and $500,000 level. So with those first few cases you write with IAMS in that first 6 months, you can qualify for a new producer bonus. 100,000 would get you 750 cash, or we'll build you a website and pay for it for 2 years, or get you the latest generation of an iPad. As you can see, if you choose not to cash out at the $100,000 level and you want to go for the 300,000, there's some great opportunities there for some marketing reimbursement, $1,500 cash, or also Social Security mailing, as well as getting you Social Security software. If you're ambitious and go for that $500,000 level, we'll actually pay for your first mailing on one of your seminars, as well as pay for some one-on-one coaching with one of our 2 seminar coaches. We also do have a marketing reimbursement and cash option at that level as well. So at any point in time, you can cash out your new producer bonus. Once you do cash out your new producer bonus, we then do move you into a marketing reimbursement program. So for all the premium you do write with IAMS, you are earning marketing dollars that can be paid out to help assist with any of your marketing expenses. So for every 100,000 of annuity production after your new producer bonus, will count for $100 of marketing reimbursement. For every 100,000 of single premium life business you do, that's going to be $200 in your marketing reimbursement. And for every 10,000 of life target premium you write with us, you're going to get $200 as well. So some great ways to earn some extra dollars just to assist you with those marketing expenses. We've also got a referred producer program. As you know, your business is built off referrals, and so is ours. So if you have an agent you know in the industry who might benefit from the services IAMS offers and you refer them over, we'll give you $50 when they write their first piece of business. We'll get you $100. And going forward, we'll send you a 20 basis point override on all their business. This isn't coming out of your commission or theirs. This is coming out of our pocket. It's a way of saying thank you for the referral without having you maybe have to build a hierarchy and downline agents and take on the responsibility of possible chargebacks and things like that. So just a good way for us to say thank you. Here at IAMS, it's part of our name, service, insurance agency marketing service. We don't strive to be the biggest FMO. We're trying to be number 1 when it comes to service. That includes getting you your illustrations the same day you request them, helping with the case design, when we're getting ready to go write a product, following up with the carriers, making sure you're compliant to write the product is important, making sure product training is all up to date and everything. As far as contracting goes, we do have a paperless contracting system. So once we do have that on file, I'd say 90% of the carriers work off of that paperwork. There's a few off carriers that do require their own paperwork. So there are a few exceptions to that, but just trying to make your life easier. Anything we can do to take that stress off of you, help with that back office stuff, that's the goal we're striving for here at IAMS. Amber and her team do a great job when you write business. If you send it through our office, they will scrub the applications for you, make sure they're in good order, and get them submitted to the home office for you. Her team then will follow up on the business every 3 to 5 business days just to verify that things are moving through the channels at the appropriate speeds, making sure we're not getting stuck in suitability for too long, things like that. So again, striving to be number 1 when it comes to service. If you haven't talked with our creative team, I encourage you to give them a shout if you need help with any marketing ideas. Sean and Jacob do a phenomenal job for our agents as far as branding and logos. And then once we've got a design for you and a logo and kind of like a name made for you, then it's applying that to everything we do for you, whether it be digital marketing, social media, maybe we're doing a newsletter or some seminar invites, just branding everything with your logo, your design, your color scheme, just so that we can help you make a name for yourself. If you would go out to a freelancer and the graphic designer and ask him to make you a newsletter, Sean and Jacob can do it for a fraction of the cost, or you can just use your marketing dollars to cover that as well. So if there's anything you're looking to do as far as on the graphic design or marketing side, give Sean or Jacob a call. Let them know what you're looking to do. I'm sure they can get it done for you. If you haven't been to our website, it's www.imsinc.com. There's a lot of great tools out there. I'm not going to go through all the points of the website, but some of my favorite spots, if you go under the products tab, we've got both a life and an annuity tab where you can get to quoting engines. On the annuity side, you have access to Annuity Rate Watch through our website, which is where I go all the time. When you're calling for quotes, that's the first place I'm going to look to see what's going to be the best fit. You also have access to a bunch of forums as well out there. One thing that I use all the time is under the support tab. We've got a link for our sales resource library. This is full of a lot of client presentations, financial calculators, fact finders, marketing ideas, things that are available for you guys. I use the fact finders all the time. You know, you're working on a specific estate case or want maybe a fact finder specifically for those needs. There's those out there. Financial calculators. Maybe you're looking to do a 72T calculation. You can do that out there as well. But the client presentations is really nice as well. Often I have agents ask for just a basic client approved document that talks about what an indexed annuity is. They've got a 12-page document out there explaining every aspect of an indexed annuity. Same thing for like long-term care or certain life insurance. So some really great tools. If you haven't been out to our website, check it out. One other thing I will mention that we just recently added to our website is we do now have an agreement with Firelight. So before we did have iGo e-app as well as a Medicare app e-application out on our website. Now we've got Firelight out there as well. So really excited about that. A lot of companies are switching to do e-apps or giving incentives for writing an e-app, being that you can do it on a single sign-on on our website, one-stop shop to get it all done. No matter if it's life, annuity, or Medicare, you can do that all on our website. So really excited about that. If you're looking to get set up on Firelight, you can give Amber or Cynthia in our office a call. They can help you get started. A couple of years ago, when the DOL was kind of lingering, Steve and Charles, the owners here, decided it was time for us to enter the security side of the business as well. So we do have an RIA in this office, IAMS Wealth Management. Charles Jr., Mike Hansen do a great job over there for our advisors. We really built this for the insurance producer, as a lot of them weren't looking to have to go this direction. But the way our industry has shifted, eventually, you know, they're trying to lump these fixed index annuities into the security realm as well. So with your 65 or if you're a CFP, you can get registered with IAMS Wealth Management. We do have a back office, Fusion Capital Management. Down in Texas, we clear through TD Ameritrade. Have a lot of great money manager options for you as well. So if you do have any questions on that, give the wealth management team a call. They can get any of your questions answered. One thing I will mention as well is they do have a soliciting program. So if you're maybe studying for your exam or maybe just don't want to take your 65, if you refer those clients over to IAMS Wealth Management, we can actually kick back a portion of that fee depending on the state you live in. So I am going to launch the first poll question. If you do want information on wealth management team, just answer yes to that. That'll prompt them to give you a shout later today, answer any specific questions you may have. One thing I would mention though on the soliciting agreement is, again, it does depend on each state, but it's just a great way for you to control all the assets in the house. I see a lot of agents go into a house with 500,000 and maybe only 350 of it can actually go into an annuity. What are we doing with that other 150,000? Because if you're not doing something with it, someone else might be doing it. sneaking in, taking that client from you. So it's just a good way for IAMS to help partner with you on that, referring those clients up here. You know that the money's safe with IAMS. There's not another advisor going to get in there and potentially steal that client. Also, if you did pass your exam, as soon as you do, we would transfer all those clients you referred directly to you. So some great opportunities there as well. Just a couple more things. We'll get into the products. We're going to talk about our Life and Annuity Academy real quick. I think this is one of the biggest incentives to working with IAMS is that we do in-person trainings with our agents quite often. 3 to 4 times a year, we bring in 30 to 40 of agents who are active and writing business with IAMS, and we do in-person training. This isn't annuities 101. This is not life insurance 101. This is in-depth life concepts, annuity concepts, uh, selling techniques, helping you grow your business. We're going to bring in some of our top guys who went from writing $500,000 to writing well over $6 million a year in index annuity premium. They're going to share exactly what they did in the marketing realm. They're going to share exactly what strategies they've been using, and they're there to help you grow as well. So we really enjoy these. We just did our last one of the year last week. Had a great turnout out of Athene. Next one should be February, March timeframe. Most people don't like to come visit us in the Midwest during the winter, so should be just after the first of the year. We'll be announcing the dates here in the coming months, but keep an eye out for that. If you haven't been into one of these, I think it's really a great, it's worth the time to come up and spend a few days with us and let us teach you a few things as well. Couple different trips I'm going to tell you about real quick. We're really excited about the Montage IAMS and Athene Marketing Summit for 2020. It is a 12-month qualification period, started July 1, runs through June 30th of next year. The trip will be then in August. As you can see, the 26th through the 29th. $3 million gets you and a guest there at the Montage down in Mexico. So we're really excited to partner with Athene on this. The nice thing about this trip is that all the business that you're writing with Athene that will qualify you for this trip will also qualify you for our top producers trip, which is my next slide. I can't explain exactly or give any locations at this time. We haven't signed paperwork yet, but I can tell you it'll be a very nice location with golf, beaches, a really nice time for our top producers trip. So Athene qualification period, like I said, was 12 months for our top producer escape for 2021. It is an 18-month qualification, so it did start in July and runs through December of next year. So 18 months to qualify, you and a guest. It's a great way for us just to take our top guys out and say thank you for all the business they write with IAMS. So 2 for 1, 2 trips for close to the same production. We haven't announced the production requirements for ours yet, but it should be in about $3.5 million range. So $3 million with Athene would qualify you for that trip, and another $500,000 would get you on our trip as well. So really excited about that. If you're curious where you stand, you can give our office a call. We can give you where you stand point wise. All right, so we're going to talk about 3 different products today. Like I said, we are going to go through these pretty quickly. Why we're talking about this, one topic that I feel like is under talked about or not given enough attention is the participating income or increasing income options in these annuities. When you're talking with clients about their biggest concerns while heading into retirement, you're going to hear running out of money and keeping up with inflation. Those are 2 things that we hear on a regular basis. So with these products today, we're going to give the clients the opportunity to have some better income opportunities, give them an opportunity to keep up with inflation, and we're seeing more and more carriers adopt this concept. So the market space is getting flooded with new products all the time. So keep an eye on this webinar. I do this webinar once a month or every other month. At the end of the month, we kind of look at the long-term deferral. At the beginning of the month, I do one on early income options. So we'll always will be adding new products as they come out, but definitely I think it's a topic that needs to be talked about. What the clients can expect with these products are some opportunity to have increasing income. They're going to be able to remain in control of their assets and also give them an income they're not going to outlive. First product we're going to look at today, I will mention that all the products we're going to look at today are very similar as far as concept goes. We're just looking at different numbers. So If you've been in the industry for any length of time, you know that the Allianz 222 was kind of in its own little circle, had its own kind of product and unique, and they kind of just had their own spot for a long time. So Athene came out with their Athene Agility, which kind of gave Allianz a run for their money. And then we saw Lincoln Financial enter the space as well with a limited distribution product that we've got. And then we also saw North American jump in this space as well. So we're going to dive in, look at Athene, Lincoln, and North American today. And again, all these conceptually are going to work the same. We're going to look at them as, I kind of describe them as my Swiss Army knife. It's going to have accumulation obviously built into it, potential income, as well as an enhanced death benefit. So it's kind of like that product that for that client who's not really sure what the hell they want. So with the Athene Agility, minimum on the product is $10,000. Issue ages go from 40 to 80. I did not update the slide, so I do apologize, but Athene did just make a rate adjustment and a bonus reduction. So it used to be a 25% bonus. I do apologize. It is now a 17% bonus on the benefit base. Your benefit base is going to grow at 175% of all interest earned. We're going to dive in and look at the enhanced death benefit here in a couple minutes, but it does have an option to turn that benefit base into one of two things. After 10 years, you can turn it into a lifetime income, which would have increasing income, or at the time of death, the beneficiary has the option to take the lump sum of the cash value or the benefit base over a 5-year period. There is no fee for this product, which is a really nice feature as well. And like I mentioned, if they do turn it into an income stream, it will be an increasing income. With Athene, we've got a lot of different strategy options available. They've got traditional S&P strategies. They've got some daily risk control, volatility control, S&P strategies. They've also got relationships with BNP, Morningstar, and the SG Janus funds as well. So a lot of different indexing options allow you to do some laddering between 1 and 2 year strategies. So some really great accumulation options on Athene's product as well. Now, with all these products we're going to look at today, I'm going to show you both a guaranteed and a non-guaranteed illustration just to kind of illustrate what we're doing here. And again, I apologize. The rates just changed last week on Athene, so I apologize that I did not get this updated with the bonus. But as I mentioned before, the bonus was $25,000, so that is what this illustration is based on. When I send you guys an email later today, I'll have my assistant include an updated illustration on this so you can see it a little bit better. But again, the bonus at this time was 25%. So as you can see, this benefit base, day one accumulation value, 500,000 like we put in. The benefit base was a 25% bonus. So as you can see, that benefit base day one was 625. Now that they've dropped the bonus down to 17%, that bonus would be 85,000 instead of 125. Still really competitive. At the time so like I mentioned, this benefit base can be used for one of two things. After 10 years, as you can see here, I did turn it into a lifetime income. Again, we're illustrating 0% here. So hypothetically, or guaranteed wise, we can guarantee 500,000, 10-year deferral. It's going to be $34,000. But again, that doesn't include any interest. There's no guaranteed growth on this policy. All you get is that benefit-based bonus, and you're getting 175% of interest earned. What is very nice about the product is look at this first 10 years. Let's just say hypothetically your client passed away at age 65. Your beneficiary would have the option of this accumulated value, which we'll look at the next illustration will be a little bit better, or they can take the benefit base over 5 years. So if we go to the next slide here, you'll see as I illustrated this pretty conservatively. I used a couple 1-year strategies, a couple 2-year strategies, kind of blended them using the BNP and the Janus, illustrating it just under 5%. Hypothetically speaking, as you can see, this benefit base is growing much faster than the accumulated value. That's because it's growing at 175% of any interest earned. So we're going to see that benefit base grow very quickly in comparison to the accumulated value. A couple times I use this product are for when those clients who maybe can't get life insurance or their main goal in passing this on is it's just to pass it on. It's not to use it. I mean, for me personally, I think about my dad. When my grandfather passed away, my dad was probably at one of his highest tax brackets he'll ever be at. So having the option to take, instead of taking a big tax hit, taking 600 or so as a lump sum, taking this 800 so over a 5-year period would be a nice advantage on the tax front as well. Again, on this illustration, I did defer out the 10 years, turn on the income. Hypothetically speaking, the guaranteed was 34,000. Hypothetically earning just under 5% a year, we're looking at an income of 63,000. The nice thing about this product is not just 63,000, but as you can see, every time interest is earned, that income did go up. The exciting thing about this product is even once this cash value, there's no more cash, no more death benefit, nothing left in the policy, your client's income will continue to increase. So it's really attractive. And the thought that I really like behind it is the fact that there is no fee. So many of these products today, the fees eat up a lot of that cash value really quickly. So the fact that we can offer this to the clients for no fee is really very attractive. One time that this is not the product for your client, I'd say, is if your client comes to you and says, John, I need the most income here in 10 years. Well, this wouldn't be what we illustrate because we can't guarantee interest. We don't know what the strategies are going to do over the next 10 years. So at that point, we would probably look at a different product. But for that client who's like, well, I might need some income, or, well, I'd really like to just pass it on, grow it, do the best I can, pass it to the kids. This is a great opportunity. So we're really excited about the product. We've seen a lot of traction off of it. Like I mentioned, they did just make a little bit of an adjustment to the bonus as the industry across the board has dropped rates and bonuses and payout percentages. The Athene had to follow suit on that. So again, I'll get you an updated illustration later today. I apologize for that. Here are the payout percentages for Athene. It's all earnings index. There is no level option with them. It's all going to be increasing income no matter what you're looking to do. So I will mention also you can do both single and joint payout on this as well for both qualified and non-qualified funds. A lot of people question me on the qualified part. We got to move money like to like. Once we get the money over to Athene, we can, with the primary beneficiary being the spouse, we can elect to have a joint income on it. Second product we're going to look at is the Retirement Safeguard. With this product, again, conceptually, all these are going to work the same as far as death benefit, increasing income, bonus, things like that. Lincoln does give you a few more options with their product. With Lincoln Financial, we like it because it's an A+ rated carrier, well-known name. Like I did mention at the beginning, this is a limited distribution product. There's about 12 FMOs in the United States that have access to this product, and we're excited to be one of those. So minimum on the product is $20,000. Issue ages go 50 to age 80. Now with standard, with Lincoln, I said they do have two different versions. They have a few more options. They've got a standard version, which is going to give you a 15% benefit base bonus. Your benefit base is going to grow at 150%. You do have the enhanced death benefit option, and there is no fee with the opportunity to have increasing income. So pretty much Lincoln gives you two options. How do you want the money to grow? We'll look at the enhanced version here in a minute. And then when you do turn on income, you get to choose if you want increasing income or level income. So, obviously the level income is going to give you a little bit better out the gate. But that increasing income, I think, is very powerful when we're looking at retirement, keeping up with inflation, things like that. The only real difference on this product is with the enhanced version. You can see that participation went from 150 to 175%. The one other thing with the enhanced version is you do have a 1% fee on that product. So standard version is going to grow at 150%, enhanced version 175. With Lincoln Financial, they do have pretty traditional strategies with S&P, some daily risk control ones as well. Pretty competitive par rates there as well on the S&P. They've got a unique strategy with the BlackRock as well. Really excited about it. I don't know if you've ever heard of this before, but BlackRock strategy actually has a negative spread. You heard me right. A negative spread, or or else you can kind of consider it a bonus. So we can get you out more details on that later as well. Jot that down if you're looking for that. Remind yourself to ask me about it. We can dive into that strategy a little bit more when I call. All right, so we're going to look at two illustrations here. Like I said, we have the standard and the enhanced. On both versions, I did put the increasing income. So hypothetically speaking, again, putting 500,000 in, waiting the 10 years, we can guarantee your client that 34,500 with no interest. One other thing I will mention on Lincoln Financial is they do have a doubler based on nursing home. So if you're confined to a nursing home, you do have an opportunity to double your income as well. So for the non-guaranteed, as you can see again, hypothetically speaking, 500,000 in instead of that 34, we're looking at a hypothetical income is 53. So it isn't quite as competitive, different in bonus. That 150 versus 175 makes a pretty big difference over a 10-year period as far as the growth goes. One thing I will mention with Lincoln Financial is you will see you can take out the income. We're taking out the income. Then we run out of cash value here. You'll see that the income does lock in. It will not increase once that cash value hits zero. So we see this product used a lot for a lot of our East Coast clients. Lincoln's a big name out in Pennsylvania, Jersey, that area. So again, household name, A+ rated carrier, potential to do great things, have increasing income. Now with the enhanced version, I did the same scenario, 500,000 going in, only growing at 175% guaranteed wise. We can guarantee the 40,250. And we're not going to really hang on this page much. Hypothetically speaking, that difference of 150 to 175 was almost $7,000 in income. Instead of 53,000, we're looking at starting the income here at 59,761. So again, that makes a big difference as far as it grows. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, though, is we do have a 1% fee if we do choose to do the enhanced version. The one thing with this increasing income is you can see the cash value kind of depletes a little bit quicker. But still, again, growing their income hypothetically at age 70 from 60,000 up to 10 years later up to 88,000. That's a really nice increase in income for those clients as we head through retirement. Like I mentioned, they do have two sets of payout percentages because you do have the option for level income or increasing. We don't really see the level option used much. It's primarily the increasing income. I mean, that's what this product is designed for. Between that and the death benefit, those are the main features of the product that we really like. All right, the third product, I do have a question that was typed in here, and we'll get to that. I'll follow up with you after the webinar to talk a little bit more about it. Third product we're going to look at today is North American's SPDX, Strategic Design X annuity. Big difference with North American is that they're not going to give you a benefit-based bonus right off the bat. So no bonus, but they are going to grow your account at 200% participation versus 150 or 175. They still have the same enhanced 5-year payout on the death benefit of the benefit base. One difference with North American is they do have a 95 basis point fee included in their product. We'll get to some of the features that is why they have this fee. They also have increasing income. One other difference in their product is the minimum on this product is $50,000. Issue ages on this product go 50 to 79. With North American, they're pretty traditional company, stick pretty heavy with the S&P on this product. So they've got both regular S&P strategies. They do have some volatility control with the S&P. And one really unique thing with this product is it does have an inverse edge trigger with the S&P, which will actually credit your client interest when the S&P is negative. So a lot of my guys will put a portion, 20% maybe, in that inverse edge. For those years when the market is actually down, your client will still see some increases. So really unique strategy that they've got there that we see used quite a bit as well. With North American, again, I illustrated these all the same. You're going to see that their guarantee right out the gate is not going to look pretty compared to some of the others we just looked at. The reason being is we have no bonus. 500 going in, and 500 is what we're starting with in 10 years. So guaranteed, we can do 22.5. One thing I will mention, we talked about that 95 basis point fee. Part of that is lumped into the fact that over here on the far right, you'll see we have a multiplier. We have a doubler again. The unique thing about this doubler is it is based off of 2 of 6 ADLs. I use this product all the time for those clients who are concerned about long-term care, but they can't qualify or couldn't get life insurance with those accelerated benefits. This product does have a doubler for chronic care. So 2 of 6 ADLs, they fall and break their hip and want to have a family member come in and take care of them. They can use this product. Let's not turn on the income. Let's never touch it until we need that extra care. Well, in that case, let's turn on the income, turn on the doubler. We're starting off with 45,000 instead of 22.5. So some really nice features there as far as if you have clients looking for that doubler um, for those additional benefits. Let's go to the next slide. Again, I illustrate all these. I tried to illustrate them all kind of conservatively, not the most competitive strategies, but not the weakest ones. Again, hypothetically putting 500,000 in, you'll see that the hypothetical number here, 67,000. Without the bonus, it was competitive with what we just saw in the other two products, and that's because we're growing at 200% of interest earned. So when we earn, here this 20% interest, our benefit base actually went up by 40. That's a huge increase on a benefit base. Again, this product will pay out lump sum of cash value or the benefit base over 5 years as well. You can see it does have the increasing income on it as well. Hypothetically growing this over the time. As you can see here, we're going to just keep growing that income even after the cash account hits zero. So like I mentioned at the beginning, all these products today we looked at are similar as far as the concept behind them. We're just looking at a few different numbers. State variations obviously would play a part in this as well, but again, for little to no fee, giving your clients the potential to have kind of like that Swiss Army knife that will do anything they want them to do. I didn't mention this at the beginning. Hold on just a second. Fighting a little bit of a cold here. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but each of these products does have a free withdrawal feature in it. Athene has a 10% free withdrawal in the first, for the life of the policy. But in those first 10 years, it's not that we can't touch the policy for 10 years. It's that we can't turn on the lifetime income for 10 years. So Athene has a 10% free withdrawal. What's unique about theirs is it's 10% of the initial premium or the accumulated value, which I think is a really nice feature. With Lincoln Financial, it's just 10% of accumulated value each year. And then with North American, it actually starts at 7%, but for every year that you don't take a free withdrawal, it kind of builds and builds up to 32%. So over a period of time, you can really grow that free withdrawal amount up if you're not utilizing it. So you can take free withdrawals. We have a lot of agents who utilize this. Maybe you got a client who's 65, wants the income maybe at 75, but it's qualified money. We got to take RMDs. Those RMDs can come out, no problem. They're all RMD friendly. It won't affect the 200% participation or 175, 150, whatever product we're using. So you can still utilize free withdrawals during those first 10 years and then activate the income after 10 years. So there's really a lot of things you can do with these products. Here are the payout percentages for the North American product. As you can see, they do have a level option and an increasing option. Like I said, my main focus here today is talking about increasing income. When you're looking at the numbers side by side, it makes a big difference. So again, payout percentages are very important. You always want to be mindful of what your payout percentages are. Certain companies can have the biggest bonus and the best roll up, and if their payout percentages aren't there, the product's really not competitive. So really encourage you to lean on your team here at IAMS as far as illustrations go. We're happy to help you. We'll be happy to run all three products and put them side by side for you so you can actually see the benefits of each. So with that, I'm going to throw out my last poll question. If you do want information on the 3 different products we covered today, just go ahead and answer yes to this question. Then Ashton, my assistant, will get out to you by the end of the day all the marketing materials for all 3 products. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning, I will be following up with each of you individually over the next 24 hours just to see if you had individual questions for me as well. So I really appreciate you taking time out of your day today. And feel free to give me a call if you have any immediate questions.